This is the legend of PikVille Heavy Industries, the ongoing record of a company that refuses to stay in one timeline. I'm Pickfire, and Cuppertine's brought me another stack of files I don't remember creating. The desert's humming again, the archives are shifting, and PHI is ready to show us something new. Let's get into it. Previously on the legend of PikVille Heavy Industries, long days building PHI headquarters collided with early morning chaos at Kiwanis Lake, where the desert submariner returned to retrieve the unclear reactor. The Chrono sub slipped away unnoticed, and just when he thought he was out, the Shimmer and XO Dale Cuppertine came back with even more impossible details about his own timeline. Episode 5. Aging Myself. Making sense of things became increasingly difficult, because every time XO Cuppertine, rhymes with supper time, showed up, he told me more and more of my own history. History I had no way of knowing before or after. See what I mean? To be told you'd inadvertently created a time machine when you built the unclear reactor, the same one future you told you to build back in 1978, was, shall we say, a bit disconcerting? Different timelines, alternate universes, quantum entanglement. It was way too much to take in without at least a couple of beers. Truth be told, hearing about all the different things I had invented, businesses I had started, collaborations I had apparently entered into, it was no wonder I was tired all the time. The Legends Football League was just the beginning of what would become the ginormous corporate entity we all know and love today, yesterday, and tomorrow. There was Tempe Translation Services, which came in super handy with all the contracts we now needed. Statheads Anonymous, that was a charitable organization put together by our HR department to help our fantasy sports-obsessed employee feel better about himself and get back to work already. Nickel and dime contractors at large handled half the improvements to HQ, including the roof over our heads right now. And then there was Tempe Temporal, which honestly, I still don't know where that comes in. It couldn't be first, because the LFL had to create the algorithm that built the time machine that sent the Chrono sub to 1978 to tell me to build the submarines that needed a propulsion system that needed an algorithm that... Arg! See what I mean? Time machines. Anyway, then we had a couple of organizations we worked with for no other reason than we liked them. The Nopal Growers Association and the Prickly Pear Consortium. Just good folks growing wonderful produce, and the thought of two cactus producers trading barbs, that tickles us every time. And of course, Salt River Royal Grand Luxury Cruise Lines International, the absolute premier luxury cruise lines of the entire Sonoran Desert. You might say the SRR GCLI is the crown jewel of PikVille Heavy Industries. Just don't ask where the other L went. Of course, we make sure our furry friends reap the benefits of our vast wealth of knowledge and experience. PikVille Pets is at their command, so to speak. PikVille Heavy Industries exists because when life gets heavy, we all need a little buoyancy to pop back up from the depths. And who knows more about buoyancy than a submarine builder? No one. Well, maybe balloon makers or boat builders or life preserver makers. So, oh well. You get the idea. That was episode 5, and if you felt the temperature jump, that wasn't your imagination. The desert's leaning in now, the machinery's humming in a pattern we've never heard, and episode 6 is already pulsing out there like a signal meant for someone else. But we're going anyway. This is the legend of PikVille Heavy Industries. Stay heavy, man.